So let's solve the question number 2 of the CKS series. And before that, we will be going to switch the context. And let's read the question. So Falco is installed on the worker node. This connect using SSH. From this, there is a file with rules that helps you to find a pod running image, which modifies this. Scale the deployment that controls the pod down to 0. Find the pod running image in Nginx, which triggers rule package management. Then we have to change the rule text after package management process with this pattern, and then we have to collect the log for at least 20 seconds and save them in this file, and then we have to scale the deployments that controls that pod down to 0. So the question is related to Falco, and in the exam you will get the link of the Falco documentation. For now I will just open this from here, Falco documentation. Then we will be here, and most of the time you need to go to the Falco rules, so I'll try to go it from here. And let's see the basics of Falco rules. So that's fine. Now let's go to the question again and let's understand what we have to do. So this is the Falco file where are the rules written, and this is that it is on the this node. So first of all we need to SSH in that particular node, then we will just cat and we are able to see the rules that is written here. The rules is launch package management process in container. Then after that we have the outputs as well. Priorities is error and all. And this is one of the package management process, one of the macro. So the pod, it is asking to find a pod running name, running image HTTPD, which modifies etcd password. So first of all, we need to become a root user. So for that I will run sudo -i, and then we need to check whether the Falco is installed or not. So we will just run this command, and yes, Falco version is 0.38.2 and the configurations are here. Now if we need to check the logs of this service, so what we will do, we will just run falco -u and it will show all those logs of this. Now we need to find that image HTTPD which modifies etc password. So what we will do, we will just check the logs of the service and we will add grep, and with the help of this we would be able to get the pod which is running with the image HTTPD. So yes, you can see here warning sensitive file open for reading by non-trusted programs, and this is the file. And if you see, as we have to find the pod name, we have the container ID. So as we get the container ID, so with the help of container ID, we would be able to find the pod name as well. And you know the Kettle is already installed to list the pods and to list the container as well. So what we will do, we will just check the container and we will grab it through here, and you will be able to see this is the container ID and this is the image, and this is the pod running which is rating hyphen service, and this is in the namespace team purple, and this is using HTTPD image. What we will do, we will just, like, as we have get the pods, so we will just list the pods again in the team purple namespace, and from there we would be able to see the pod. So here you can see rating service is there. As we have found the pod name, now we can check the image, as it shows that HTTPD it should use. So we can just use -o YAML and we can use again grep, and let's see the image it is using. Okay, it's not working, image one. Yes, so this is using HTTPD image, and also it is using digest and all those things. So yes, this is the correct pod. So now we have to check the deployment of this pod as well to scale down this deployment. Okay, so yes, we are able to see this deployment. Now let's scale down using kubectl scale deployment command. So we have to provide the deployment name. Then after that we will provide the namespace. So the namespace is team purple and the replicas would be 0. So now we can see it is scaled. Let's validate and it should show 0 out of 0. And yes, we are able to see. Let's also check the pods. So the previous pod should not be running. And yeah, there it is. We are fine. So the first thing is correct. Now we have to go to the second, which is we have to find a pod running image nginx triggers rule this. So simply what we can do, again we will find the through falco logs as well. So I will just run falco -u, and this time we will just use grep command, and as it contains spaces, so we just provide it in the single quotes, and then we should be able to see that the image name should be nginx. So yes, the container name is nginx and the id is, we are able to see this as well. So I'll just copy the id and I will run the same command again to grab the pod, and this time the pod is web API, which is in the team blue namespace. So we can just simply run the command k get deploy hyphen n team blue, and it should something like web API. Yes, we have it. So what it's saying that we have to change the rule, which is okay. So this is the rule you can see here, and it's saying that after package management process launched, we have to only include this. So as we can see that there are a lot of information, we are able to see like user, login ID, command, container name, container ID, image, and so on, right? So we just need to show time with nanoseconds. Then we have to show container ID, container name, and users. So there are only 4 things needs to be added, and then we have to collect the log for at least 20 seconds. And then we will save it in this file. So first of all, let's change the rule. So for that, you know that it provides already the rule file, and we will check the file again. And if I check this process management, so it should have written all that rules already. So what we will do, we will just use grep command to get the existing rule, so we can just copy it and modify it. So yes, we are able to say this, which is package management process launched. So let's also check where is it, because this is the output that we are able to see. Now we can do simply here is we can just copy this, and the main thing that how to write the rules in the falco. So this is the falco underscore rules.yaml file is the by default file where the existing rules used to be created. But if you want to create your own custom rules, for that you can simply use falco underscore rules.local.yaml file. This way it will override these rules and these rules. Okay, so what we will be going to do, we will just copy this and we will then paste this, and then we will modify the things according to the quotient. So I'll just open this file falco, and falco, it should be falco local underscore rules dot local, and I will first of all copy this entire content, and let's open this, and you can see we can write the custom rules here. I will just paste it. Now the point is that I need to change the rule log text after this. So first of all, we won't do anything. We can just do one thing, which is we will just copy this first, and maybe few of the values we need, so we can use. Now it needs time with nanoseconds, so we are not able to see that time with nanoseconds here. So that's why I've asked you to open the documentation of Falco. So what we will do, we will just go to the documentation, and then here you will be able to see the rules. So I will search for the rules here, or we can also write Falco. Yes. So now we need to set the output. So for that you can see fields for condition and outputs. So we'll just click on it, and there we are able to see all those fields, and we need time with nanoseconds. So let's find for that as well. So this is event.num, which is event number. Then we have event time. This is time related thing. So I hope we are able to find this. So this is event timestamp as a time string that includes the nanosecond part. This is fine. I think we can use. Let's see the next one, time.s. This is for with no seconds. Okay, with it does not contain nanoseconds. So this is not like, this is not for us. Then this is in ISO format, which includes nanoseconds and time zone offset as well. So like these tools are looking good, but we only need nanosecond part. So what we can do, we can just simply use event.time. So I'll just copy this, and let's go here. And what we will do, we will just print the time. Now the main thing you have to understand, that whatever the rules you need to use, you just have to add 1% in the prefix, so it would be able to understand that this is not a string, it should use the time nanoseconds. Then after that, it needs container ID. So container ID is already there, so you just need to copy it and paste here. Make sure to not use any space because it follows the strict pattern. Then we have container name. So yes, we also have the container name as well. I will paste it here as well. Then we have username, and username is here. Okay. So yeah, this is it. Then after that, we don't need to keep this one. So we will just remove this line, and we are fine. Now let's save and exit from this file. And let's run the falco-u to see the updated logs. Okay, I think we are getting a error because rules is, this file is invalid. Undefined macro package management processes. Okay, so we did not involve the packages, all other things as well. So what we will do, we will just copy that thing as well. So I'll just copy this macro as well here, and let's see the entire configuration. No issues with that. And let's come here, and I'll just paste it here as well. Now let's save and exit from here, and then again we will run this, and this time we should not see any error. Okay, so it is showing the existing one. Okay, so again, why it's showing this, because the local file that is used to write custom rules, but the point that as we have already, if I show you, this file is already a custom file, Falco rules custom file. So we might have to just add the same thing over here, and it is taking the files from here only. We need to just add it in that existing Falco custom file. So what we will do, we will just use Falco, and then I will get the things that I've set up already there. And I will just copy this line because we just edited this file. And let's open the custom Falco file, and again I will copy it from here. Then what we will do, we will just add this, and then we will remove this lines, and now we will run falco -u, and if I just let me clear the screen first, and now we should be able to expect the output, that is, so we are able to see, this is the, we are able to see time, then this is our container ID, and this is our container name and root. Okay, so now we have to collect this log for 20 seconds, so let's wait for it, and then we will add it. So you can see that it's more than 20 seconds. So what we will do, we will just copy this and open this file, and paste it here. But this is okay, we can't read it because we need to become a sudo user for that. So I will do sudo -i, and then again I will write this command, and I will copy this and paste it here. Okay, got it. This is because we are in the wrong node, and it should be on the CKS 7262. So what we will do, we'll just exit from here, and we will run the same command again, and then so so now we are out from the node, and now we can run this command to open the file first, and then we can copy the content as well. And let's copy this and save this, and let's validate once more. So I'll just clear the screen, and yes, we are able to see this. So now as we have written the logs for this pod, now we have to scale the deployments that controls the pod down to 0. So the next thing that we have to do, so what we will do, we will just get the pod name and deployment as well here. So this is the web API is the pod name, and we will just get deployment first for this, and we will use the same command, scale deployment web API -team blue, and then the replica set would be 0. And yes, we are able to see. Let's validate it. Check the pods as well. So yes, we are not able to see any pod of this web API. So that's it for this question. Please check out the playlist for this CKS KillerShell series. The link is given in the description box, and also you can check out the pinned comment. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and have a good day.